This video is about how we upload files with PHP. This is a video from a former recording I made, a recording regarding the files super global, and this is a walkthrough about how can you receive, how is it possible to receive uploaded files or see what is uploaded. This video only shows how to make the form and how to upload the file, or actually it doesn't upload, as we can see here when we jump a little bit further into this. You see here I pick a file. This is my form. I choose a file and then I click the upload file, and then we see what is received at the server. And what is received actually is an array with the name image for this this input field, this file input field in the form, and then some data about this this image. We have a name for the file name. We have the type, what kind of file is it, and then we have a temporary name. And this temporary name, I will show you a little bit more about this later on. But as you can see, it is that when we upload a file, it is stored in a temporary folder called temp inside our server setup. And when we want to move the file or we want to upload the file, we have to take this temporary file and then move it and give it this name. As we can see here, there were no errors, otherwise there would be another number than 0. And here we can see what size is the file we want to upload. I'll just jump a little bit ahead in this video. As you can see here, we are showing the properties in a more readable manner. As we can see here, we get the name, and we get the type and the temporary name, the error and the size. Exactly the same as here, as we see up here in the print R version of the files super global. So what is going on actually when we want to upload a file, and this example I will show you in a minute, is that I have an HTML file called files upload, which contains a form where I can choose a file, and then I have a files uploaded.php file that I can receive this form, and I can retrieve the file and then upload it. What happens when we choose the image is that we call it image.jpg, for example, and when we click the submit button, it'll transfer to the server and giving a temporary name. On the server, we want to move it to the proper directory or folder, and that could be, for example, a folder called upload. And there we give it the name that we had at the beginning, for example, image.jpg, and then we give the browser a response that the image has been uploaded, and it happens in this files uploaded.php. It does not happen in the upload or files upload.html, because the files uploaded.php is viewed in the browser. So let's see what happens when we want to code it. This is our file, files upload.html, and in this file we have a form, and this form has to have the method post. It has to, of course, have an action, and this action is this files uploaded.php, which I will show you in a minute. And then we need to have an encoding type, and because we want to send files, we need to have the encoding type of multipart form data. Then we need to have an input field, and this input field is this type of file, which means that we get a button where we can pick a file on our computer, on our hard drive, and we give it a name, image. I could call it whatever I like, but I like to name it image, because that means when I retrieve it and the server, I will have a good name or a proper name to retrieve in this files array. And then I have a submit button, so I can tell the form that now it's time to submit the file. As you can see here in the files uploaded, nothing happens except that we print out the files super global, so we can see what is uploaded to us. So let's have a look at how it turns out. So here we have this choose file button, which is actually our file, our input of the type file. So I will go and get an image from a gallery. I think I will choose this one, Jaguar E-type, and I will upload the file. As you can see, I'm giving an array with the first item is image, and this image is actually an array. If I had more than one array, more than one image, I will have a number of images in this array. But now I only upload one, and image is an array, and this array contains a name, a type, a temporary name, an error, and the size. And that is actually enough for me, so I can upload my file. But when I upload file, I have to be careful, because if you put this form public, then perhaps a not so decent person like you would perhaps like to upload a script file or anything else that can make your site hacked. So let's go back to our code and do some checking. Here in my files uploaded, the first thing I will ask if there has been any errors, because then I have to display it to the user. So I think I will make this image as an array, or as a variable. So I will say image equals files image. Then I don't have to make a lookup in the files array each time I want to check something. So here I want to check first if there has been any errors. So I will ask if image error larger than 0, that means we have an error. Then I will use the die function, which means that I will hold or will stop the script from executing, and I will leave the user with an error message. And this error message in this case would be there was an error, contact the admin. So, but I cannot check it right now because I don't have any errors. So I will just jump to the next check, and the next check I will do is to check if I'm trying to upload something that has been uploaded before. So I will use my the command or the function file exists. So I can ask PHP to help me to find out if this file exists. And in a moment I will try to upload this file to a folder called upload. So I will ask if in this folder called upload, is there by any chance a file with the name of this name I'm uploading. And I know that this name is in this variable in my files array called name. As you can see here in the browser, I have this file name. So if this one exist on the server, I will give the user a message that the file has been uploaded already. So if this is true, that this exists, then I will again stop the script from executing, and then I will give the message, the file has been uploaded. No, not has been uploaded, it has exists. I will use that phrase instead, exists on the server, like that. And then I think I will begin my upload. And in order to upload my file, I need to move my temporary file to the upload folder and give it the name that I have in this files variable called name. And again, PHP has some nice functions I can use. So I will use this move uploaded file, and I would like to choose this one called temp name, which is this one. I would like to move this file, and I will move it to upload / image name. Like this. So now I'm moving it, but I would like to know when I move it if there has been any errors. So perhaps if I try to move it to this folder and this folder upload is not writable, then I will give an error. I will have an error. So I will ask if it is not possible to move this uploaded file. Then I give a kind of explanation to the user. The file has not been uploaded. Check if the folder is writable. So if it cannot be done, then I would like to have this message. But in the same moment I ask if it can be done. If it can be done, it will do it. So this is kind of a shorthand method of uploading, that it will try to do it, and if it doesn't happen, then I will get this message. Otherwise, it will just upload it. So now actually it will upload, hopefully. I will save this, and in my folder structure I have this empty folder called upload, and I have my two files here in the files upload, and I think I will move this up here so it will upload to this folder, because I ask it to go from where this script is and into this folder. If I wanted to go into a folder at the same level as this one, file upload, it has to be something like this. I have to go out from this folder and then into another folder. But in this case, the upload folder is a subfolder to this folder, and that means I can just write upload / and then the name. So now we are ready to test it, and I'll just preview it in my browser and choose a file, and I will choose my Jaguar and upload the file, and I get no message. And when I get no message, actually it was a success. This is not that usable, but I can change that. Let's go and have a look. Here I can see in my upload folder I now have my Jaguar E-type JPG file. So actually it was a success. Let's try again and see what happens if I try to upload the same file once more. So I will pick that file again and try to upload it, and it says the file exists on the server. So PHP tells me that this one exists, so I cannot upload it. As you can see, we have only one file. We didn't get a duplicate. So now we are ready to do some more checking, because I would like to ensure that we don't upload anything else than images. Let's try to upload something else. I just go back, choose a file, and I will go back to my desktop. And actually, I have here, it's not actually a vulnerable file, it's not a dangerous file, I just named it hacked. So I'm uploading this, and oh, it succeeded. So now, if I was a hacker, I perhaps have the possibility to upload this file, and then I can maybe control parts of the website. As you can see now, I have this hack.php file uploaded. And I would like to ensure that this will not happen again. So I will just delete it. And then I will make some checking in here. One of the things I will check is that if this file is an image, and I can test this in many ways. I can, of course, test it by the file type, but that is not completely secure, because I can name a file JPG, for example, an PHP file, and name it JPG, and perhaps rename it on the server if it's possible, or perhaps put some scripts in it that makes it possible to use it as a PHP file anyway. So I could check if the file type is JPG, PNG, GIF, but that would not be enough. One of the secure methods is actually to check if the image size is larger than 0. So I will ask if get image size of my file called image temp name, because at this moment I only have my temporary file stored on the server's temporary folder to check. I haven't moved anything to my upload folder, so I have to check the temp file. If this one is larger than 0, then I'm done. Then it's okay. So in order to check if I had to stop the script, I will ask if it's not larger than 0. And I could do it like this, say larger than 0, but this is not necessary, because what I'm asking is if this statement is not 0. If it's not 0, then it's okay. So I can just leave it and ask if not get image size of the image. Then I like to die and say no, only image files allowed. So let's have a look in the browser. I'll just reload my form, and then I will try to upload this hack.php, and it says no, this is only images files allowed, and that's because it's a PHP and it has no image file size. So now I'm almost a little bit secure that I will only get images uploaded. And if I want to prevent the user from uploading anything else than JPG, I could check that the file type should be JPG. So now I only need to add a message to the user that the file has been uploaded when we have a success. So in my files uploaded, I will here. So if we continue to here, if we have no die on our way, Actually, we can just add an h1 with congrats, your file has been uploaded. So let's see, we have the Jaguar and we'll try to upload a decent file now. I will choose DMG green, upload file, and congrats, my file has been uploaded. And I can try another one, upload this, yes, it succeeded. And I think I will try this again just to test, and oh no, the file exists on the server. So let's run through the code again. We have the form here with it has to be post as a method, and we need to have an action, of course. So where to send this form, and the encoding type has to be multipart form data. We need to have this input type file, give it a name, so we have a name in our array, and then we need to have, of course, a submit button so we can submit it to the files uploaded.php. In this file, we receive it and put it into a variable, because then we don't need to look up in this file's image all the time. We can choose to look up in this variable instead. And we check first if there was an error. If there was an error, we have a problem. Then we check if the file exists on the server. Then if it does, then we need to give a message that it is not possible to upload it. And then we need to check if this is actually an image. If it is, then we just continue. If not, we have to stop the script from executing and then give this message to the user. And then we try to upload it or move it. If we can move it, then it will move to this position or this folder with this name. We take this temporary file, move it to this folder, and give it this name. If we cannot do that, then we will give the user a message that the file has not been uploaded. Check if the folder is writable or something like that. And if we don't have any dice, if we don't stumble upon any stones on our way, then we will be able to output this message that we have now uploaded the file. So this is how a simple upload script can be done in PHP.